Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Seahawks going up against the Packers.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He can't get him down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He finds an opening past the 40. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Who's 30?
Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Roethlisberger. This is White on the screen. Well, they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Cohen. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Able to push his way through. Broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now it's Ajayi, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Bennett. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Funches has it complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. From the gun, Rich. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the... So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Let's go! 1-9, flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Looking to throw. Rich. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here's Ajayi. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. They run with Ajayi. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do. Their best players try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw on 2nd down. Rich. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
First throw now for the backup Breeze. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Breeze. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but, boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Sliding out of the pocket. Completes it to Ajayi. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Trying to hit the tight end Bennett, but it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On 1st and 10, Rich to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. There's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on 1st down. Rich. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. On 1st down, Rich. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go. Ohio.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Flex round.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rich. He finds Robinson. A good pickup there at 22.
Flex route. Here we go. What? Ohio. Flex route.
On 1st and 10. Rich. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Gonzalez puts this one through. So we've come upon halftime with a visit. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Flex route. Flex route. Here we go.
They'll run again with Pirine. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Come on, let's go.
Operating from the gun, Rich. And he's got Lockett. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Let's go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Man 38. Flex route.
They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to the air on second down. Rich, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be fourth and long. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And they will hand things over to their backup quarterback. Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught, Lockett. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing now is Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here we go with 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he rifles one incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Breeze again. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Back now at Lambeau. 2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. This is Ajayi. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw again is Roethlisberger. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Red zone opportunity. They hand off to their big tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They run for it with Ajayi. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
To throw. Rich. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Here's Pirine. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Again, here's Pirine. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Looking to throw on second down. Rich. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Richardson. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw. Rich. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep to... Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are back within a score. And his kick is right through. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw. Rich. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 10 yards still left on second down. Looking to throw. Rich. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on third and long. Rich. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for him. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
And they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
He really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Packers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. This is White on the screen. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in-route accompanying.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back.